Good morning everybody, it's Vlogmas day 19. I'm off to post out some fabrics and some patterns ordered. I've got on my Selena top from Style Arc today, and this fabric is my dress made fabric we had in last year, and I've got a pair of wide leg linen trousers on with it. So it's going to be 28 degrees, nice and warm today. So I want to get these orders done and out. I've got to take my youngest daughter Lily, to get her hair cut, which is only in the main part of town, so it's not too bad. I'll drop her off, pick her up a bit later. So Phoebe, what are you making here?
I'm making a bestie bag out of the Lindsay Ray.
Oh, the apparel
Summer
spritz.
Abroad. I just thought it was too cute to not do anything with.
That is really cute. So have you made a bestie bag before? I don't think you have you?
I have made other bags in the past, but it's been a little bit.
Oh, so I think Sarah from Sarah Sewed has made lots of these for gifts. So
Yeah, I mean, it looks pretty straightforward. I mean, knowing me, I might find a way to make it difficult.
I love even the selvage on that. Look how cool
it's
it
so
is.
cute.
Oh, such a cute
I'm
range.
doing a contrast lining.
Oh, the lining. Oh, that's going to look very cute together. Can't wait to see how this comes up.
Putting together the zip for my bag.
Ooh.
And the instructions say to get a zip of a certain length, but it's pretty easy to make a closed one yourself.
This is one of our new video rabbit ones, isn't it? The
yeah, I thought it was a perfect match. I've got the little heart,
colour of it.
little heart pull.
Oh.
It's pretty easy when you know to use the fork trick.
Oh yes, you have saved me before that, haven't you? Because I actually broke a zip, pulled the end off, and Phoebe saved me with the little fork trick.
Yep.
So there might be a little video tutorial on that.
There'll definitely be people explaining it better than I would.
I'll put a link in the description box. So
it basically helps line up both of the ends to go through the pull at the same time, so they're not askew.
I love the colour of that and the rainbow.
Yeah.
And that's the nylon teeth, isn't it?
Yes.
So you can
I can't not use the nylon teeth. They're so easy. I mean, generally if you get a zip by the meter, that's what it'll be.
Yep.
But you can just cut right through it and even like sew the ends closed.
So much easier.
Yeah.
And you're enjoying my machine there?
I am.
So now that we've got this machine, she doesn't want to use her old basic machine, do you?
It got me through. It did its work when it needed to. But
it looks like you've got a visitor behind you coming around now to
stayed
join
in bed with me last night. He's very clingy, this one.
Charlie.
There's too many sharp things around here. You'll hurt yourself.
Looking a bit worn out. I actually came home, had a bit of lunch, or got the post down, all express post, and had some lunch, and within that hour or so I've had about 4 or 5 orders go through, so I need to go back and do the rest of the orders because our express post cut-off time is today. So I've got to make sure I get those out. Hi everyone, Vlogmas day 19 here. I've got Meg next to me. It's 28 degrees. It feels more like 30 out there. It's quite warm. So I thought I'd bring her in here out of the sun and in front of the air conditioning. I know you'd think she's a lap dog, not a border collie, but when it gets hot, I always feel so bad for all the animals, all the birds out there. We've been putting sprinklers out because the other day when it was 41, so many of the birds, you see them are just gasping for air when it's so hot. So we always like to put a bit of water out for the bird life. We have a lot of bird life around. So we've always got to look after the animals, don't we? So had a busy morning. I've done a lot of orders this morning. We got about 12 orders out, express post. I've already had some beautiful emails from some very happy customers saying that they were very surprised to see their orders dispatched within an hour or so of ordering. So I'm trying to get them out ASAP. Tomorrow, of course, is our last day of express post. So whatever goes through tonight will be shipped out, but we have got a deadline tomorrow morning. They have to be in before 9 a.m. That's Australian Eastern Daylight Savings Time, so we can get them out promptly before our post leaves at lunchtime. So whatever is ordered after 9 a.m. tomorrow will not be able to be express posted. You're probably going to miss the cutoff, but of course we will still post it out with regular post, so you'll hopefully receive it sometime during the week, possibly after Christmas by now, because it's getting a bit crazy out there. And I've been speaking to my wonderful post staff at our local post office. They are amazing. They do go above and beyond. And I'm so thankful to have some wonderful people here in the community that are really invested in helping us with our business. So it's fantastic. So I spoke a bit about my Selena top in the car on the way out this morning. This is a Starlight pattern, a really simple little swingy top. I've showed you guys before, but I will put a pic up or a bit of video to show you exactly what it looks like. It's a beautiful little floaty top. At the moment, it's exactly what I feel like wearing. I love wearing linen pants, nice relaxed. I have got ready to wear linen pants on, and I do buy my linen pants already made up. I don't always feel the guilt when I have to buy ready to wear garments. Some things I really am happy with the fit and the quality, and I do prefer making things that make more of a statement. If I can't find what I'm after in ready to wear, of course I'll make it. But I love the linen pants from Suzanne and Suzanne Gray. I think they fit me really well, and they're really nice and cool and breezy, and a really great style with elastic back on them. But I do know there are a lot of fabulous patterns out there that are similar to this. So if I ever need to make my own, I know exactly the ones to go for. So I find, yeah, elastic back, flat front, what I want to go for, and especially when you want to have things like shorts as well. If you want a pair of pants, you can always shorten to a long pair of shorts. Is always really nice and cool when it's warm weather. So little floaty tops are really what I'm feeling like wearing at the moment. I'm actually going to make my Mason Fauve tonight, my Mason Fauve Marissa. I love how Mason Fauve present their patterns. They are so beautifully done. The little pouch is always gorgeous. The matching little booklet inside is really thorough to read. Of course, it's French and English instructions. And there's also a little QR code in the front that takes you through to a little blog post or sew along or a YouTube video on how to do the actual video. So it's so nice. I was talking about in my Bali dress how nice it is to have a sew along to follow. If you're like me and you read through instructions and sometimes you just prefer to have that visual, that's the way I love to do it. I especially love to have both. I love to look through the instruction booklet first, then watch the video, and then feel confident that what I'm doing is right. It looks like a fairly simple little top with a little keyhole front. You can add little buttons and the little bridle kind of buttons on the back if you want to really make a statement. And I'm not going to bother doing that because the fabric I've got is quite statementy on its own, and it's a Cosette, beautiful Cosette viscose here in a really lovely bright print with the greens in there, which I was talking about. I love the green in that. Normally you get a black background or a white or a navy, but you very rarely get a green background, that sort of emeraldy green. So I've got some little green linen shorts and a green skirt that I can pair back with that. So that looks like a simple top that shouldn't take me too long, which I'm going to do tonight. Because Phoebe has moved off the sewing machine. She's been busy making her bestie bag with that beautiful Lindsay Ray fabric, the Summer Abroad, the Aperol Spritz, and the contrasting drill fabric she's got there. And she's used one of our zips, the Voodoo Rabbit brand. You get the zips in a 3-meter pack, and she just showed how you sew the ends up, and you can do it to whatever length you want. The fabulous thing about those is that the nylon teeth are really good to sew through without worrying about damaging your sewing machine. And we have also got black and white Voodoo Rabbit zips by the meter. So they are by the meter, but the coloured zips are in 3-meter packs. So fabulous for keeping in the stash if you want to do a bit of bag making. And judging by the way the new cotton canvases from Poppy have been selling, there's a lot of you doing bag making at the moment. So maybe it's something you want to test out and try this summer. Maybe it's something you haven't done before, or maybe you are quite advanced with your bag making and you're trying some new patterns. So with Phoebe, she's done a lot of bag making in the past. She's done quite a few different style of bags. So she's really interested to see how the bestie bag goes, and that's from BF or Blackbird Fabrics patterns. And of course, Love to Sew is a fabulous podcast. If you haven't listened to the latest episodes on Love to Sew, Helen and Carolyn talk about some really great little things to sew up for gifts. I really enjoyed listening to their podcasts. I can't believe how many years they've been going for now, but I've learned so much and really enjoyed a lot of the guests they have on there as well. So that is a great one to catch up on. But, you know, time's running out now for gift sewing, and if you're madly sewing for gifts, I send you all my luck. I wish you well, because I know sometimes when you have that deadline, it is rather stressful, but I have quite happily, had no deadline. I've really been enjoying sewing quite a few garments this week. I've actually sewn up 3 garments within a week, which is, yeah, it's a lot for me. In the past, I would be making so many garments through the week. Before I had the shop, I could quite easily for the channel get out, 2 or 3 garments per week. Now that with the shop, which is fabulous, it takes a lot of my time up. So sewing, I have to really make the time to using that creative energy and making things that I want to sew. So yeah, it's really been fun this week to take the pressure off and get some sewing done. So that's my make for tonight. So Phoebe and Charlotte are heading off to a trivia night tonight. They're going to be going out with some friends and having a bit of a trivia competition. And I've got to say, Phoebe is the trivia queen of the family. She's always been really, really good at all things trivia. So I think she's quite competitive. So I think she'll be heading in there tonight expecting some results, and I'll be interested to see how she goes. I've put the pressure on already and said, hey, I expect you to do well tonight. She was one of those kids that when she was at school, she'd always get her classmates, asking her to be in their team because they knew she was quite good at all things general knowledge and trivia, specifically World War II trivia. Yes, she just said she hopes she doesn't get the cricket or football questions tonight because she won't do very well with that, but I've got high hopes for her, so we'll see how she goes. So yeah, it's been nice to see her on the sewing machine today. She'll be finishing that off tomorrow because it looks like quite an easy pattern, and it really has inspired me to think about making bags as well. I actually have my eye on some Dorada Davies patterns. There's a tote bag, I think it's the Call Me Tote. I really love the look of that. And I'm thinking about making myself one. I think a tote for me would be really practical and handy, but it's just a matter of choosing some fabric. So looks like we have a friend now. Shinji has popped on over here. You gonna come up here, mate? Put you on the couch with Meg. These two together, I tell you what. I think it's when I put the camera on that seems to attract all the animals in the house. Okay, let us find number 19. I'd forgotten to actually get the chocolate calendar out lately the last couple of days, but I did enjoy a nice mince pie. We bought the Woolworths Gold brand apple brandy ones. I have to say they are one of the best mince pies that I've tried. So I can highly vouch for those if you haven't tried them. They're in the bakery section at Woolies. So I think they're from Tasmania. They're locally sourced ingredients in that. So yeah, I love things like that. Number 19, okay, is when you really, really, really like the thing. Okay. Okay, this is another French J'adore. Got 2 of these labels. J'adore, and I've been filling up my little tin because the labels are starting to explode out of there. So very, very cute. So that's all I'm going to leave you with today. I've got a hairdresser's appointment tomorrow, so I'll try and take the camera in there and maybe get a bit of footage. They've also got a brand new Japanese head spa treatment in a room that they've just announced. So I've booked in for that in January. I can't wait to have that done. So we're going to enjoy a morning getting that done. Phoebe will be getting the last of the orders out tomorrow before the weekend. And yeah, I've got a couple of things planned for the weekend. I can't wait to get stuck into some more sewing. Hopefully some dress sewing this weekend will be lovely as well. Take care. Have a wonderful day 19. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.